Hey you guys, welcome back to Beam Your Light. It's very dark out, so I am sitting in my car, is getting ready to go, do my little Target pickup. First of all, y'all, I was just worshiping, so yeah. But I wanted to share this. I feel this in my heart, to share it with you guys. And so know what season you are in with the Lord. If you don't know what season you are in with God, you can ask Him. You can ask Him to lead you. You can ask Him to show you what it is you're supposed to be learning, or maybe what He wants for you to learn in this season. I always say we're always learning with God. We're always learning something. We're always applying something. He's just always leading us, right? He's the best leader. And so I was actually having this conversation earlier about seasons. And so if you go into Ecclesiastes 3, it talks about, the seasons. There's a time and a season under the heavens for everything. And it's important to know this because if this message is for so many of us. And please take this word back to the Lord and have Him confirm this to you. Have Him show you if this word is for you. And if it's not, it'll be for you in due season. But, knowing the season that you're in is very important, because sometimes the things that you've learned in the previous seasons may not work in the season that you're currently in, or the season that you're walking into. So for instance, if you've been in the wilderness season, if you've been consecrated with the Lord, if you've been pruning and preparing and being refined and just learning to submit to the Lord in a season, the Lord's gonna start to move you forward. We're always moving forward with God. We're always taking the things that He has shown us, the things that we have applied, the things that we have prayed about, and He's gonna move us forward. He says we go from glory to glory with Him. We're not called to stay the same. He's renewing us, pruning us into a new creation. And so when you move from glory to glory, sometimes the things you learned, or the places that you once healed in, you have to be expanded and stretched out. And so I know in this season, and many of you guys may relate to this, about feeling uncomfortable. And so if you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're feeling like your faith is being shaken, if you're feeling like you're coming up against giants that you didn't even see coming, but you know in the Lord you are strong and faithful, keep pressing in. That is a good thing, because that means that your faith is making you well. Amen. And so the seasons you were once pruning in, being refined and learning and submitting and seeing God's hand as you submit unto Him, you're now applying that in the seasons to come. And so Ecclesiastes 3, if we read it, it goes back to, there's a time and a place, there's a time and a season under the heavens for all things, meaning under the sun, meaning there's a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cry, a time to laugh, a time to rejoice, a time to give, a time to take. There's a time for everything. And so if you're in a season where you are being hopeful, if you're in a season where you are consecrated, if you're in a season where you are faithful, I mean, we're always faithful, but if you're in a season where you are learning, if you're in a season where you're feeling uncomfortable, it is because the Lord is moving you forward. We're always moving forward with God. He does not leave any single one behind. He says He will leave the 99 for the one. So as you are moving forward in the Lord, know the season that you're in. Know what it is that you're praying for. Have some prayer points. Like in this season, have intentional prayer, should I say. Pray for the things that He's promised over your life. Pray for the very breakthroughs you've been believing in. Pray in the Lord that He will guide you into where He's called you, into what He's called you. It's not wrong to believe God for the promises He spoke over your life. If anything, He wants to raise your faith by believing Him for what He spoke over your life. Amen. So I want to encourage you guys with this word to keep pressing in, to let your faith in God make you well. Let your faith in God, even when mockers and doubters around you are making it seem like it's impossible, God is faithful to his servant. God is faithful to the willing vessel that is willing to stand in prayer, to stand in the gap for others, to stand in agreement, knowing that he can do it. God is the God of impossibilities and possibilities. He makes all things possible. So I want to encourage you guys with this word. I pray that this word blesses you guys, and in this season that this word is fruitful, that this word will be 100-fold into your life, and that the Lord will just redeem you and fill your barns with plenty. We are called to live plentiful. Amen. You guys, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.